What if I told you you could get a free 55-inch 4K TV?
Free?
All it requires is all of your data
All of my data.
and a lot of ads.
Deal.
Fine. Sure. Wait, more ads than normal?
Technically, yes.
There's literally an extra screen to feed you ads.
Yeah. So there's this
Where?
new TV that is being launched by the same guy that made Pluto TV, which I don't know if you guys have heard of that before.
Nope.
It's basically cable, but through streaming. They have a channel for effectively every single show that has ever been evered. And there's just like a home improvement show. There is a Star Trek The Next Generation show. Or channel. There's a home improvement channel, Star Trek The Next Generation channel, a Rugrats channel. And it just runs like episodes. And it's it's like regular cable TV where it has chunks where it plays episodes one by one. You can't select what you're playing. You can only select the show.
This is legal?
That's the first thing I asked.
How much does it cost, David?
$0.
What?
Pluto?
Yeah, Pluto TV.
How?
So Samsung...
Oh, but there's ad breaks.
There's ad breaks. It's exactly the same as cable where they play ads and that's how they pay the licensing.
That's a lot of
Except they
advertisers.
charge you for cable and you have to watch ads.
Cable is the worst deal actually because you have to pay for it and you watch ads.
I mean, but you're saying none of this is live TV. It's just shows.
yeah.
Like
When you
if,
say live
if the
TV,
game
what do you
was
mean?
on, I could
guess-
watch it on Pluto.
Oh, no.
Live TV and I guess like new episodes. I'm assuming they're not getting the next episode of
I doubt it. It's not like
TV show that's
it's not like
on?
when you're on
The
cable
new
and
Yellowstone.
you're watching Nickelodeon and they're like, next Thursday we're playing
Yeah.
the biggest new episode of SpongeBob. Like that doesn't happen on Pluto.
It's more of a
just like-
backlog of just
a
like
backlog.
straight running through. It's like if you left Netflix on keep playing
This
and
sounds
it
like
never
a
stops.
worse version of YouTube.
YouTube
Well,
doesn't have
YouTube
like
doesn't have
licensed shows though.
Yeah, you can't watch like SpongeBob episode 4 the entire thing on
Or-
YouTube.
Okay.
unless
But-
somebody's
but
like
you
turning it,
can't-
mirroring it, and changing the pitch and the volume. or
But you
whatever.
can't do that on Pluto either. You can just watch SpongeBob and they'll serve you.
Yeah,
episodes.
they serve
Yeah.
you SpongeBob. Yeah,
And you'll hope you get the episode you're hoping to watch.
But during COVID, when I was living with Michael Fisher, I would just randomly walk in at like 2 a.m. and he would just be like, like out on the couch
with three
just-
different folding phones
with
on.
three different folding phones on his face, usually asleep, with like Star Trek: The Next Generation playing on Pluto TV.
That's
and it would just cycle Star Trek
beautiful.
ad, Star Trek ad.
Got it.
Anyway, back to the TV.
Yeah.
So this service, the Pluto TV service is not very new. We watched this a lot during COVID. And there's also, I think, Samsung TV is basically the same thing, and it's built into all Samsung smart TVs. They basically have a similar service.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But the guy that started Pluto is literally going to be making a TV. It's a 4K 55-inch TV that has 2 displays. Actually looks really attractive. Very thin bezels with a big sound bar built in right below the main TV, and then a second display that shows things like stock tickers, sports team scores, and then the bottom right corner just has a constantly cycling ad.
Yeah, it actually says so that it can display ads, and there also are widgets that can show that. So I don't know if
Right.
it's always that, or you pick the widgets, or if the ad. I can only assume the ad can also take over that entire screen.
Yeah, so you don't put duct tape over that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
called Telly. It uses Telly OS, and it has a bunch of inputs. You can add things like, your Apple TV, your Switch, whatever. It's basically a TV. But it has a really long terms of service. The terms of service basically says that it has to be connected to your Wi-Fi connection at all times. You cannot disconnect it from Wi-Fi for more than like a few minutes.
Or what? It stops working?
Basically, they will force you to send it back, or they will charge you $500.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Basically,
If my Wi-Fi goes down, which it has gone down for 24 hours, what?
I'm sure they can figure that
probably
stuff
work
out.
with you.
I'm sure they can do that. So, like,
Okay.
they say if we discover you're not abiding by the requirements above, or have disconnected the product from an internet connection or Wi-Fi for more than short periods each month, you will no longer be able to use the service, and you must return any products in your possession, or else you get a $500 fine.
Yeah.
And there's also like what I find really funny is you can opt out of data sharing, which just means then they'll shut the TV off and then you have to return it, or else you pay a $500 fine.
Yeah.
Which I think is wild. But I mean, let's be, we all understand that the way they're making money on this is selling your
Ads,
data.
yeah.
And like for free, sure. That's like an interesting way of doing this. I do want to know, when you return the TV, are you paying or are they giving you a return
No
label?
idea.
Because returning a 55-inch TV is not easy.
cheap.
So definitely save the box if anyone decides to do this. It's also at freetelly.com, which if I got a text message randomly that said like, get a free TV at freetelly.com, I'd be like, the amount of
terrible domain.
the malware I would be getting from that website would be wild.
Also, when you say data, you mean my TV watching data?
It's a combination of stuff.
Well, and the ads they're serving you, and like if you're, there's a camera on the TV that does have a privacy filter.
That's turned off. Like the privacy filter is over the camera by default.
Yeah.
But I think you have to like open it up for certain things.
I'm a little confused on that part. They're definitely collecting it. And the username you use, I think, has to be like your name or something. Like it can't abide by someone else.
I don't like
so you
that
can't
anymore.
use all fake information. So if you're in a position where you can't afford a nice TV and you are looking to get one and you're okay with dishing out all your user information, with which, let's be real, all of us kind of are on the internet already. So like this feels like a step further.
To this unknown company.
Listen, if that's the sacrifice you want to make to have a 55-inch 4K TV, and I know there are people out there that would do that for sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, do you guys use Roku TV by any chance?
I don't.
No.
I have a Roku TV. It's like one of the best selling TVs, like the TCL Roku
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
They already do this, and you're paying for the TV. Like they take your data and sell it. So I'm wondering how much data is this thing taking?
Right.
I am wondering. They did also. I found this really interesting. There's a part where it says ads might utilize both displays when you're not using the TV. So does that mean when I have it off, is there just going to be a double screened full ad for Pepsi on in my living room? When
That's a deal breaker for me.
That feels a little weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's the deal breaker.
Yeah.
So
it has advanced sensors that it says for fitness and interactive gaming, HD camera for video calling, mic array.
It's got to
The
connect.
more you say about this TV, the worse it sounds.
Yeah.
So it's got like biometrics. It's like looking at me on the couch, and I have to share that data associated with my real name.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
One of their quotes are hundreds of things we are thinking about to create the most engaging ad experience ever, which is the last thing I want from
Most
my
corporate
television.
thing I've ever
You know
Yeah.
what I always thought about? Like, technically, if you asked me, do you want no one to have any of your data, but none of the ads will be, they won't make any sense to you. You'll just get like an ad for Pampers and then an ad for vegetables and then an ad for contact lenses. Like nothing makes any sense. Or do you want ads to actually make sense to you? And I guess if you gave me the choice, I would say I'd rather have ads that do make sense so that I can find things that I actually like.
This is literally the Facebook, like, would you like to allow the site to track you button that Apple messed up for Facebook last year.
Yeah.
Was I like, because Facebook's whole angle was like, do you want just random ads that are being thrown at you that have nothing to do with you? Like,
Right.
because I turned it off. I turned off ad tracking just to see what would happen. I started getting ads for like lingerie.
Things that don't make any sense.
Like
yeah.
I'm yeah, things that make no sense for me. And when I turn back on, I start getting
David, make no sense.
But it's
wow. When I turn it back on, I start getting ads for like film camera stuff. It
right.
makes
Like I'm
more
not going to
sense.
say I'm immune to ads. Like I have gotten ads for things where I've gone, oh yeah, I'm going to get one. I bought a pair of pants from an ad I got once, which is like
I get got
whatever.
all the time.
I got yeah.
I
it's
just
gonna
bought
happen.
a Ninja Creamy. I got influenced so damn
got
hard.
influenced.
It was
Exactly.
rough. Yeah.
Influenced.
So is that? I guess yeah. If you just want to turn
hard.
that dial all the way up, this is your product.
Yeah. The funny thing is the TV actually looks kind of dope.
Dude, I love the second screen on it, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like if I could do that without ads and control some cool stuff on there,
looks
like
kinda
if I could
sick.
watch hockey and then have other hockey scores on the bottom or
Well,
whatever,
the thing is,
like
you
that
can
would be sick.
you can opt out of everything, and they just charge you $500, and like $500 for a
Oh, so you can
4K
buy
If it's good,
dual
that's-
screen TV
And
doesn't
have a
seem-
normal experience.
Well, you can't
Doesn't
buy
seem
it.
that
You
bad.
can
I think
opt
so.
out and then not return it and then pay the fee.
And
But
pay
no,
the
they said
$500.
if you opt out, it will shut off services, though. I think so. I
You
don't.
can't use it at all.
I'm sure there's some hacky way of doing it. We might
Within
see
a year,
that.
Samsung is going to make a dual screen with a soundbar in the middle TV just like this, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
I would love, like watching F1 and it has all the race, like the leader and everything underneath that, and times
that
and
would be
sectors and
incredible.
stuff. Like there's so many cool things that could be down there.
dual
Is
screens.
this just a touch bar for a computer?
It's better though.
That you can't touch
I mean,
it.
it does depend on like programming taking advantage of the bar, but yeah, it's
This
pretty
is more
fire.
like the Asus dual screen laptop that has that second
Yeah,
ticker
yeah.
display on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Back in the 50s and 60s, it didn't really make it to the 70s, but you would find like 2 or 3 screen TVs where it would all be in one cabinet and you'd have one main display and then 2 sort of like fist-sized displays.
What?
So the idea is that you could like be watching whatever program you watch and then like keep an eye on the game.
I like
Yeah.
that.
It's like it's hardware picture in picture.
Sort of, yeah, except you picture like a big, wooden cabinet because it's
Yeah.
the 50s and 60s, and then, your main picture tube and then 2 sort of smaller
I like that
sub-models.
hardware picture in picture.
Yeah, right.
Picture out of picture.
It's picture out of picture, exactly.
POP pop.
Picture.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I do think there's some people that could benefit from this, but just know your life is out there pretty much. They're gonna have everything on you.
Some advertisers but they're going to target you with the perfect ad.
Yeah.
They're going to hit you with are you hungry right now for sushi like you usually get at this hour on
Yes.
this day?
yeah.
We got you. Well,
Oh,
that's
God.
that's probably
You're
it.
usually on the couch eating Cheetos right now, but it looks like you're all out.
Would you like to order someone?
Yeah.
completely compromise my privacy, but you know what? I do want some Cheetos right now.
Okay, clips outro. Everyone draw in the next 5 seconds
5 seconds.
a car.
A car. Right.
5 seconds. Wait, count us down.
5.
Ready, Andrew?
I threw my marker at Ellis. Oh no. I lost. That's fine.
Ready?
Go. I'll judge.
5.
I'll judge.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Marker's up.
Oh, I thought you were about to. I thought that was the countdown to start the
Marquez was done, and David was
Wait,
like
I thought that
holding
was
his
the
pen
countdown
in
to
front of
start.
me.
Well, Marquez clearly
Wait,
won.
give me a countdown to start.
No.
Okay, I'll do it again. All right. I'm ready.
Okay. 3,
Thank you.
2, 1. Start.
Thank you.
1.
This is what I want.
While they're drawing,
2,
please smash that
3,
like button and slam those comments.
5. Markers down. Those are the cars. Was it worth it?
Judge us in
I
the
don't know.
comments. Let us know
Was it
in the
worth it?
comments.
Let me work
whose
it.
5-second car.
The windshield's
Yours look like it doesn't have Android Auto.
Definitely a
yeah, it's got
CarPlay car.
CarPlay.
Mine is like from 1965.
It kind of looks like
So
a
it definitely
hat.
doesn't have Android Auto. CarPlay.
The windshield's really confusing me here.
Yeah, it's kind of a Jetsons vibe.
David's car doesn't have a windshield.
This
It
is like
does
the new
too.
Prius
Or,
windshield. The
yeah,
new Prius
something.
windshield.
It has
slopes.
it.
Yeah, it does. That's the
Slopes a lot.
windshield.
Look at mine. Thanks for liking
Technically,
this
if you can
clip.
describe the
What is a
components-
car? What is a photo?
Well, if you're able to describe the components of something, it's the same as
That's true.
the thing, right?
That's not gonna.
Nobody.
Thanks for watching.
Enjoy
See you guys in the next
editing
one.
this, Adam.